There is a powerful reason your inner feeling led you to this exact moment. For deep inside, you already recognize the truth of what took place yesterday. You likely felt a sudden shift in the air, a sharp touch of fear or a sense of emptiness that struck your chest while you were busy with everyday tasks. This unexpected worry is not your own, but rather a reflection of an emotional struggle someone else is facing from a distance as they suffer greatly because of your absence. Their whole emotional world has been shaken to its very base, and what you sensed was the ripple effect of their internal collapse. If you felt that sudden heaviness yesterday, hit like so the right people see this message. Yesterday, this person sensed you more strongly than at any time since the separation, proving that human bonds do not recognize miles or blocks on social media. These connections work like a set of connected containers. When their side overflows with suppressed pain, you immediately sense the pressure within your own spirit. That sudden uneasiness, the urge to check your phone for a missing message or waking with their name on your lips, was proof that their barrier of coldness broke apart. The feelings they tried to push away have burst out in their inner world, and the wave was so powerful that you picked it up in a physical way. Comment "I felt it" if you experienced that strange anxiety or emptiness yesterday. Your thinking mind may have searched for logical reasons like work pressure or tiredness, but your deeper self knows how to tell your personal sorrow from the sorrow arriving from another place. What you sensed yesterday was a quiet call for support as this person faced the difficult truth that no busy activity can quiet the memory of you. They are passing through a tough night for the spirit, where the only brightness they recognize is the light you once brought into their days. Even though their pride stops them from reaching out directly, their energetic side looked for you with such desperation that you felt observed in an empty space. This shift marks a permanent change in your shared connection that can no longer be ignored. But to grasp why this emotional collapse happened to them yesterday instead of the week before or the month earlier, you need to first recognize the urgent signal that their spirit was quietly sending toward you and that you picked up without any spoken words. There is a secret process behind this happening, an unseen movement that shifted and shows why conditions on the hidden level changed so sharply all at once. Have you asked yourself why your thoughts suddenly cannot stop creating their image with such clear strength? Almost as if this individual stood right behind you. The explanation rests in what took place last night inside their private space and in the energetic flow that opened up during the past day. If you feel prepared to accept this understanding into your daily living, write in the comments that you got the message. Yesterday stood out as no normal day inside the story of their emotional world. On the energy side, there came a high point, a complete filling up. Picture that this person had been filling a container with every memory of you they try to hold back, with every urge to contact you that they block, with every tear they hide so they look strong on the outside. Yesterday, that container finally spilled over. What occurred is that the pushback this person kept against the bond gave way because of complete tiredness. Keeping up an emotional false story takes a huge amount of strength. Acting as if someone your spirit sees as truly important means nothing to you is the hardest effort anyone can make. And yesterday, this person simply could not carry the heaviness of that false face any longer. It is quite possible that yesterday you had a moment where you released control. Perhaps for a short time you chose to stop holding on tightly. Perhaps you stayed so occupied with your personal matters that for some hours you paused, sending that energy of hope and worry in their direction. In the realm of energy, when you stop forcing or waiting with strong need, you open up empty space, and the natural world does not allow empty space to stay. When you pulled back your steady focus, even if only briefly, this person sensed the deep gap of your true absence. While you stay present and keep sending energy of closeness, this person feels secure. They sense they still hold you inside their energetic reach, and that lets them remain inside their safe area and act uninterested. But yesterday, a real change happened inside you, and that created real fear in their deeper mind. They sensed that they were actually losing you for good. It was not a thought from reason. It was a deep bodily feeling. It felt as if suddenly the air surrounding them grew thicker. This person could have been with friends at a social meeting or even attempting to connect with somebody new. And without warning, a wave of emotional sickness came over them. Everything lost its appeal. The talks from others felt meaningless to them. The noises bothered them. Their minds started attacking them with constant comparisons. Everything they noticed brought you back to mind, but not with gentle remembering, rather with sharp missing. Nobody looks toward me in that special way. Nobody understands me like that. Nobody offers that kind of love. Yesterday, the comparison felt extremely harsh, and they lost their fight against the memory of you. This strong, energetic rise shows itself as worry that has no clear cause inside their usual routine. It may be that everything runs smoothly at their job, that their body stays healthy, that on the surface all seems fine. Nevertheless, yesterday they sensed something very bad was taking place. That time keeps moving forward, and that holding on to pride costs too much for the loneliness they carry. Type yes if you want to know why they're feeling you so strongly right now. This person caught themselves staring at their phone, maybe starting to write a message which they later removed, or checking your page to look for any activity. Any hint that you are still present too. But they did these things from real hurt and pressing need. Yesterday they sensed you like never before because all their guards dropped away. When the proud self grows tired of the struggle, the spirit steps forward to lead. And this person's spirit wants just one thing, which is to come back to its true place. And you represent that energetic true place. The strength of what they sensed yesterday grew so large that it left them in a state of serious mental mix-up. They began doubting all their choices from recent times. They asked themselves why they created distance, why they let matters reach this level of coldness. Regret and heavy feelings carry very thick and burdensome energy, and that is what eats away at them at this moment. That is the reason we say they are suffering greatly. It is not just empty words meant to make you feel better. It is an exact picture of their present inner condition. They exist inside a storm of mixed feelings. They want you, but worry holds them. They long for you, but doubt whether you would welcome them back. They wish to speak with you, but the chance of being turned away freezes them. And this whole inner storm creates a huge flow of mental power aimed straight at you. You become the one catching this strong broadcast. That explains why you felt the way you did yesterday, because you took the full force of their collapse. This person attempted every method to shut you out of their thoughts. Perhaps they tried going to bed early to escape thinking, or tried losing themselves in some busy task. But energy moves like water. It always discovers a small opening to pass through. And yesterday, the wave came completely. They understood that they carry you deep within their being. Your mark upon their life cannot be removed. This new awareness scares someone who usually runs from emotions, and that fear changed into the worry you picked up. It is the fear of a person who sees they made an error and does not know the way to fix it. But that worry did not arrive by itself. There appeared a bodily, almost hurting signal that proved to them they could no longer escape this emotion. It went beyond the mind alone. Their physical self reacted. There exists a natural body response to missing someone that started yesterday with unusual power, and that stops this person from moving normally through their usual day. If you could look past walls and watch their actions when completely alone, you would discover clear evidence that your presence has taken full command over their wishes. The interesting part about this bond is that it does not stay only in thoughts or unclear emotions. If we could examine the real physical condition of this person right now, we would see that their body reacts in ways that go beyond their reasonable control. The human body works as the most sensitive catcher that exists, and when the spirit calls out, the body answers. What this person lived through yesterday and still feels today is a strong physical expression of your absence. Drop echo in the comments if you've ever felt their emotions from a distance. It is not simply that they remember you, but that their whole system shows clear signs of energetic loss. The mental resistance they try to keep breaks down on the body level, and this creates deep mix-up and annoyance because they cannot see why they feel these things when on paper they attempt to continue with life. One of the clearest signs that this person struggles at this time is a particular tightness right in the center of their chest. It is not a health problem, but a sense of being squeezed as if an unseen hand presses their heart, or as if air feels short even though breathing works fine. This not feeling shows all the words they kept inside and all the care they pushed down. Yesterday, this pressure grew almost too much to bear. It is likely that at some moment in the day, they had to pause, breathe deeply, or without thinking, place their hand over their chest to ease a load that is not from the body, but from feelings. It is the load of knowing inside every part of themselves that they stay far from their real belonging. Besides this tightness, there comes that will probably feel known to you because you might have lived it as well. The sleeplessness late at night and waking during special early hours. This person does not rest well. They might drop off from pure tiredness, but their sleep stays light and broken often. Yesterday, it is very possible they woke up suddenly between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning with a strange sense of being fully awake, as if somebody spoke their name or lit up the room. In that quiet of nighttime, when the protective layers of the proud self stay low, their thoughts go straight to you. They cannot stop it. They move around in bed looking for a better position, but the pillow feels filled with memories of what existed and what might still come. This sudden waking forms their body's answer to the energy you send, or strangely to the empty space you created when you pulled your focus away. Another bodily sign that shows their present condition is unusual tiredness, a drained feeling that stays no matter how much sleep or rest they try. This person feels weighed down as if moving through tasks or finishing normal work needs twice the usual strength. This drained state comes from the power loss caused by the inner fight. Picture the large amount of life energy used up when trying to fool yourself the whole day by acting like an important person no longer counts. This battle between the mind saying no and the heart saying yes uses up all stored strength. That is why this person felt and still feels today empty, without drive, just going through motions. Comment wall down if you believe their emotional wall has finally collapsed. The people near them might observe that their eyes look dull, or that they miss their normal brightness or that usual excitement because their main energy, which grew stronger with you, now seems far away. It is also quite usual that in this condition shifts in hunger appear. The stomach, seen as the second feeling center, tightens because of the worry from being apart. This person may sense a tightness in their stomach that stops normal eating. Or instead they might face worry bursts that they calm by eating items without really enjoying the taste. Yesterday, meals held no flavor for this person. Everything tasted plain because the joy of living in their deeper sense stays joined to you. When the spirit lacks the care and bond it needs, the body loses interest in regular food. It is a basic kind of sadness that their system processes even when the waking mind does not fully accept it. Even this person's senses keep looking for you and making false pictures. It is possible that yesterday they believed they saw your shape among strangers on the street or heard a voice exactly like yours inside a group. The sense of smell, which connects most strongly to feeling memories, keeps playing games with them. Suddenly, a light wind carrying a scent reaches them that brings you back of your own smell or simply your personal feeling. In places where you could not possibly be, their brain feels so eager to find signs of your nearness that it starts placing you into the real world around them. Yesterday, this person turned their head quickly thinking you stood nearby, and when they saw you were not, the empty feeling grew much larger. Their body looks for you the same way water seeks its natural path, and this bodily and natural search gives clear proof that even though their words stay quiet, their inner cells call out for you loudly. The interesting part is that this is not some strange power. It is a true rule of the mind and the natural world that a wise thinker found out long ago and that explains your situation perfectly. Understanding why their body answers in this manner to your unseen energy will bring you calm so you stop doubting your inner sense to fully grasp why this person broke down yesterday without you being there and why you could feel it so clearly. We should look at the knowledge from one of the deepest students of the human mind, Carl Jung. Even though he lived quite some time ago, this thinker understood something that today's spiritual views support every day, that at the root we are not apart from each other. Jung showed us that our minds are not alone like separate islands inside an empty sea, but instead form part of a huge web, a great shared sea of awareness where all things join below what we see. He named this the shared deeper mind, but to picture it better now, we can think of it as a giant, unseen web, much like a connection signal that reaches across the whole universe and stays linked to all of us all the time. Picture that you and this person are two trees growing far apart. On top, it looks like they share nothing. Each has its own stem, its branches, and its area. Yet below ground, their roots spread, touch, and weave together in the deep earth. Through these hidden roots, food, information, and alert signs pass along. When one tree receives a hit or sudden shift, the other gets the message through this joint root system. Carl Jung described that this deep connection explains how we can sense someone without seeing them and why important happenings take place at the same time. Inside this idea lives a beautiful thought that Jung called meaningful timing. Share this with someone who needs to know they're not imagining these feelings. Meaningful timings are not just random chances or empty events. They are times when the outside world mirrors what happens in the inside world. When you felt that worry from nowhere yesterday, or when this person heard a song that brought you back exactly when they tried hardest to forget, it was not luck. It was meaningful timing. It is the universe arranging events to prove the bond stays alive. Meaningful timing is the way this large shared mind speaks to both of you, showing that the story has not ended. It feels as if the universe works together so this person, no matter how far they try to run, always meets signs that guide them back toward you. Now, why did this person sense you yesterday with such strong force? According to this wise view, thoughts and feelings are real power, just as real as the current that lights a bulb. When you think about someone with deep strength or let go with clear purpose, you send a wave across this unseen web. Yesterday, something shifted in your own power. Perhaps you stopped fighting it. Perhaps your personal energy changed, or simply the built-up force in that shared deeper mind reached a full point. This person joined to you through this unseen and unbreakable link, received the strong flow. They had no way to avoid it. Their spirit caught the signal before their thinking mind could raise any guard. Jung would explain that this person's crisis and great suffering serve as a necessary catalyst for their personal growth and deeper self-understanding. People often flee from strong bonds because you act as a mirror, reflecting their hidden fears, insecurities, and the immense capacity for love they attempt to deny. By distancing themselves, they are actually trying to escape the parts of their own spirit that awakened in your presence. But what they refuse to face continues to control them. Yesterday, that refusal finally failed, and the mental power they held back overflowed, forcing them to confront their reflection in that spiritual looking glass. Type synchronicity. If this message explains what happened to you yesterday, you need not send a physical note or call to reach them, as real nearness in the body matters far less than the quiet connection of the shared deeper mind. When you rest in a state of calm or certainty, that energy travels across the unseen link. And yesterday, this person felt the undeniable pull of your presence. This perspective reveals that there are no losers or faults, only two spirits moving together within a web of deep divine purpose. The discomfort and suffering they feel now is a sacred sign of their waking up, a cracking of the ego to allow the soul to breathe. The deeper mind is currently flooding them with dreams and physical sensations to shatter the hard shell of their proud self, which seeks only safety and distance. The universe maintains a rule of balance. The more they consciously try to remove you, the more powerfully you will appear in their unconscious thoughts and nighttime visions. This realization returns your strength to you as you no longer require a text or call to confirm that a bond exists. You know, it lives because you can sense the link yourself. Yesterday, the web shook with such power that it continues to wear down their guards, making ready the path for the inevitable truth they must soon face. The silence of their phone creates a painful puzzle that often makes you doubt your own intuition. But external quiet is never proof of internal forgetting. In this case, their silence measures exactly how deep their inner struggle goes, revealing the massive gap between what a person feels and what they are actually able to do. Between their heart and their actions stands the proud self, a guard that is currently working overtime to protect them from the truth that awakened yesterday. They are suffering greatly because they are caught between the urge to mend the hurt and a paralyzing fear of being refused or losing control. Comment I received it if you're ready to accept this energetic message. Think of their withdrawal like a person stepping back from a flame. The intensity of what they feel for you is so strong that their natural instinct is to retreat rather than get burned. This quiet is not a lack of care, but a defense mechanism designed to guard their emotional balance against the overwhelming effect you have on them. They know that if they hear your voice or read your words, every remaining wall will collapse, and that loss of command is terrifying to their ego. Furthermore, breaking this silence would mean admitting they were wrong, a move that feels like a total defeat to the proud self they have worked so hard to maintain. This stage of frozen overthinking cannot last forever, as no one can struggle endlessly against the powerful rhythmic push of the soul. The bond continues to stretch, and the unseen web keeps vibrating, wearing down their resistance until the spirit inevitably speaks louder than the fear. When that moment arrives, they will no longer be able to hide behind false faces or the safety of distance, and the longing they felt yesterday will finally force them to move toward you. You are the only place where their unrest finds true calm, and the truth of this connection will soon manifest in the physical world. Like this video, comment which physical sign hit you hardest: chest pressure, waking at 3 a.m., or another sign. And subscribe for more messages about the connection you feel.